Good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us, as always, on the teleconference. Again, as a reminder to members of the media on the call, please press *1 at this time to get in the queue to ask questions for head coach Trent Miles of Georgia State. Coach, before we get to that, can I get your thoughts on last week's win against Texas State?
Well, it was great to get a victory and get on the right side of that column. But I thought our defense played outstanding. Once the first two series of the game were over for them, we gave up 14 points in the first two series, and after that, gave up 7 the rest of the game. I thought our defense really rose to the occasion, and we didn't show any panic. Our offense was able to establish some run against a well-coached football team. So hopefully we're getting right back on the track we wanted to be on, and we show up to play a really good game at Troy this weekend.
Coach, your thoughts on Troy as you prepare for this game on Saturday?
Very, very athletic, well-coached team, excellent on offense. I think just from what I've seen so far, and I haven't seen everybody yet, but this might be the front runner in our conference as far as talent and the way they're playing right now. I don't know if anybody's playing any better than them. Neil's got them playing great football, and they got a lot of talent, a lot of depth, very, very athletic on defense, and then offensively the quarterback and some of those guys are phenomenal. So we got a big task ahead of us.
And, Coach, going back to last week's game for a second, the defensive player of the week this week was McKinney Cherador from your defensive line. I mean, what can you say about his contributions last week in the win against Texas State?
Well, he did a really good job of turning it up when we needed him the most. I mean, I thought he played dominant, and he has that ability to be that type of player. We just got to keep him healthy.
And, Coach, also looking back to that game, cornerback Shannon Sullivan, blocked a field goal and also had an interception in the game. What can you say about his performance last week as well?
Oh, Shannon's been playing good all year long. I mean, he's doing so much for us at corner and on special teams. He's a very talented young man that's a great person, and he's just got a lot of ability. He does a great job of man. We ask him to do a lot in man. And he's got very good coverage skills and press technique, and he was able to have a good game. And again, we're going to need those type of performances from here on out.
And Coach, then on the offensive side, your team recorded season highs in rushing and passing against the Bobcats. I mean, what was successful for your offense on Saturday?
Well, our offensive line was able to establish the line of scrimmage. They were able to protect the quarterback. I think we only gave up one sack, and that really helped. And then the confidence factor. I mean, Connor Manning's a good quarterback. He had a tough outing at Appalachian State, which Appalachian State's defense would do that to a lot of people. But, he just needed some confidence, and our offense needed some confidence. So I think we were probably the worst in the nation going into last week's game, and they were able to respond because we don't have the worst in the nation players. So, I was glad to see him perform, and if anything, for a confidence standpoint for the rest of the season.
And, Coach, looking at senior receiver Robert Davis, he opened the second half with a big play to get you guys back on the board to open the third quarter. I mean, what did it mean for your offense to get on the board so early with a 55-yard touchdown play?
Well, it gave us some cushion. It's 24-14 at the half, and then, to open it up to 31-14 and just be able to put points on the board. That's something we haven't been able to do all season long. Trying to find our identity and build some confidence, and they weren't. We haven't been able to do that yet. And then, to start off the beginning of the second half, it just, kept momentum going and gave us some cushion because we knew that Texas State's capable with that quarterback of coming back at any moment.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time on the teleconference as always. We appreciate it.
Thank you.